And the main event was Hangman Page and Kenny Omega defending their tag team titles against the Best Friends. Best Friends made one of the best entrances in recent times, where it's kind of like how FTR arrive in their Jeep.
Yeah, I felt this was a way to have a dig at FTR.
It was a, more family style car that pulls up into the arena, and Trent and Chucky get out and say bye to Trent's mum, Sue.
And she says, as they were leaving, have fun.
It was such, and then like Page and Omega come out separately, separate entrance music, very professional, holding the titles. Just a really, really effective, subtle way to get over that professional wrestlers versus friend wrestlers dynamic.
Yeah, absolutely. There was also some really good stuff here from Baker as well, because they have to walk past Baker's Rolls Royce in order to get to the ring. And she is looking at them being like, what is this? Being really confused by it. But then as soon as she realized that the camera was on her, she just starts smiling for the camera, being like, hi, I'm Britt Baker. I'm the role model. That was really good, solid stuff. And yeah, this was really good. I really, really enjoyed this match. But it was the post-match that I enjoyed way, way more. Like, I loved the post-match of this. But the match itself was great. Like, it was really, really good. But I was, maybe this is all on me for setting expectations too high. It needed another 10 minutes, really. I felt like it was just getting into its final gear before it came to an abrupt end.
Yeah, I think it went under 15 minutes, which, that's a decent chunk of time. That's how long the opening tag title match, tag team match went. Sorry, but I preferred Omega's matches with Trent back in the QT Marshall gym days, back in March, April. It was all really good stuff. It was a really good match, but it's also a match that's been building for a couple of months now, and it's the de facto main event of a TV level pay-per-view. With some of the best wrestlers in the world and the talent in the ring. So I am very, very willing to take responsibility for having high expectations, but looking at it on paper, the history of what AEW delivers, I don't think this reached their own high bar.
To put a more positive spin on this, there were two moments of this match that I really, really liked. And that was the fact that the Best Friends had the match won with Storm Zero. Like, they had it won. They had Page beat to right, and Omega made the save. And they really put over on commentary, if it wasn't for Kenny Omega, they would have lost the tag titles there. And then the fact it's Page that picks up the win for the team without the help of Omega, I think, and then like that in itself, those are two separate things. But when you tie that into the post-match at the end here, because FTR come out to sort of watch the match for a little bit, they're offering beers to the commentary team, this, that, and the other. And afterwards, they come down and, trying to be as friendly as possible, they give them some beers. And Page is great. He's drinking the beers. He loves the beers. Gives it to Kenny, who's teetotal. And so Kenny is just, thank you very much. Click the drinks. But I'm just going to pour this drink out. And why I love this is that FTR likely know that he's teetotal, right? And so they gave it to him to be a dick. But you could also make the argument that we're new around here. We didn't know that. And you've just poured out that beer, which is incredibly disrespectful. And so there's so many levels that it sort of works on. And then the Bucks come down to make the save. And the final shot of this show was the Young Bucks pulling back Kenny Omega from chatting with FTR, and Hangman Page on the side of FTR shouting at Kenny Omega for being disrespectful. And you tie that into those spots I talked about in the match. That's why I loved this post-match. I loved the post-match way more than I did the actual match, because we're getting back into what we were loving earlier this year, which is that the problems between Omega and Page.
It's so beautifully told for a wrestling storyline. It's absolutely phenomenal. The Omega stuff, yeah, I guess FDR, it's that brilliant sort of out clause that you could it could totally be a ploy to start a fight with someone where you knock over someone's, you just bump into someone in a pub and then you go, all right, mate, what are you doing? They started the fight, but really you did because you were looking for it. But at the same time, it's a bit rude, Kenny.
Yeah,
these guys gave you a drink. There are different ways. I would have either gone, oh, thank you so much, I don't drink. That's probably what I would have done. If I didn't want to offend them, I would have said, oh, thank you. And then I would have just held it and not swigged, maybe put it down. And then maybe I would have said, no, give it to Hangman Page. He loves booze. He should have 2. So I'm a bit like, Kenny, man, I get you're a teetotal person, and that's great. But you're a dick here.
Well, that's why I think Kenny, in Kenny's mind, about like we are way, fantasy booking this, but in Kenny's mind, he knows that FTR know that he's teetotal and have given it to him to be a dick. So he's just pouring it out to be like, guys, you know that I don't drink. Yeah. So I'm just going to pour this out to show you that I know that you know. But also, as you said, you could look at it from another side being like, they just didn't know, mate. They didn't know that you were teetotal, and you were very rude in pouring out that drink.
50 Shades of Grey and then some. This is great storytelling.